Hey everyone, I'm Cameron Lewis. This is Fused Camp Hot Ones with hot questions and hotter wings. Today we have Nate Brown, the man. He is the Staunton campus youth pastor and pastor at Cross Church. Nate, how are we feeling today?
Excited. Probably overconfident.
All right, here we go.
Number one.
Can't beat it.
I like that. That's good. What's that first one called?
Howler Monkey. Original.
It tastes nothing like a Howler
Yeah,
Monkey.
we're starting you off easy. So,
Man.
easy
thing.
question. Should be a softball. Why did you get into ministry?
Softball. When you're talking about calls to ministry, I think it's like God lays things on your heart, and I really just felt that call, like from other people around me, actually, like people recommending, saying, "Hey, would you, are you thinking about like doing stuff in ministry? Or are you thinking about being a pastor one day?" And I had like numerous people just like telling me that, and like when I went to college, people asking me the same thing. Kind of both and, but it was cool.
Yeah, that is cool. So let's move on to wing number 2. We have Heartbeat Habanero.
Heartbeat. It's like a heart-shaped pepper. Or pepper heart. That was like sweet.
So,
Sweet.
you are a coffee connoisseur, enthusiast, whatever word we can tack onto that makes us sound intelligent, right? But I want you to describe what your favorite coffee and roast is.
Okay. My favorite cup of coffee was a Guatemala roast from Blueprint Coffee in St. Louis. And I was there with 2 of my friends from college, Chris Semenick from Cross Church, but then a guy named Joey from college. And so I think I associate my favorite cups of coffee aren't just the best roast that I've ever had or the best cup of coffee that I've ever had, but it's the situation. And I think that's like a big draw to coffee for me.
Now, I believe this one is
I like that one a lot better.
maple smoked onion.
This one's good though.
This is a question that I've wanted answered for a very long time, and I'm sure anybody that knows you that doesn't know you very well is wondering the same thing. How'd you get that scar?
That scar is actually from a golf club incident.
You're gonna die, clown!
When I was in the first grade. Yep. Yeah. Me and my brother were playing golf in the backyard, and we, my little sister Sydney was like, and she was like little kid at this point, obviously. If I'm in first grade, she's really, really young. And she was running up, and she was like, gonna get in the way of the club. And of course, the first grader, Nathaniel Brown, says, "All right, I'm gonna move her out of the way." And of course, in doing so, moving yourself in the way of the golf club. So, yep, that's what it came from.
Oh, man. This one's just too good.
That's not bad.
I was stalking your Instagram a little bit.
All right.
In your bio, you had a quote. And I want to know a little bit more about this quote. So I'm going to quickly read that off for you.
Yeah, read it.
"I'm just an old hungry beggar showing you where I found food." And I believe that was by John Fisher.
Yeah.
So what does that mean to you?
John Fisher. All right. That quote is from a book I read in college with a guy who really just mentored me in an awesome way and really encouraged me, taught me a lot of things, and I really have a lot of fun with. We read this book called The Furious Longing of God, and it's by Brennan Manning. And he's really really big on the idea of like you have to really understand yourself in order to relate to God. And so there's like this facade that we put up where this facade of like self-righteousness or like I have to be put together or like I'm going to clean up my life. It's always I just care for your soul and I want you to see this way of life that I have.
Yeah.
And so
We're moving on to our 5th wing.
okay.
It's going to get a little hotter.
A little jump.
Little
That's
bit
a
of a
good
jump.
thing. I'm kind of sad that
All right, so we're going to go a little
like that.
further into your Instagram. on a thing we called Instagram Dive.
Oh.
I'm going to show you a picture, and what I want you to do is give us a little more context to that picture for us. So here we go. Here's our first picture.
Yeah, that's a cool picture. It's just a cool sign outside. That's like one of the stops where that's actually where we stopped all the canoes, right? Or one year.
Yep.
All the canoes were stopped there, and so we just took a picture by the Bro Takeout, and those are two of my good friends. We've been friends since I think literally since kindergarten. We shared the same kindergarten class, and so I've known Chris forever, and Kyle met in high school, and yeah, that's just very goofy, candid. It's yeah. So the event was called Summertime Riffs, and that was an event that I put on where I invited other musicians to come and play, and it was like a concert, but it was a benefit concert, and so the money actually went towards. I gave it to this organization another quick plug here it's not my organization though, so it's okay. This organization is called Cross Commission. It's John and Donna Reynolds, these people that are connected to our church, and they have a mission down in Guatemala.
All right, so moving on to number 6, we have Black Garlic. Now this one has Carolina Reaper in it.
I'm excited for this one.
This one's good. I love this one. Here we go.
It looks good.
Now, I know when you were younger, you were a huge Jurassic Park fan.
Oh, my goodness.
Loved the Discovery
dinosaurs.
channel. Everything that had to do with animals. And so we're going to do a little pop quiz for you.
Oh,
here.
no. I'm done.
So I have some dinosaurs. I'm going to hold up a picture, and I want you to tell us what dinosaur that is. Okay?
I'm going to have no idea.
So number 1.
Let's do it. Triceratops.
Triceratops.
For sure.
Beautiful. Now, hopefully you know all of these, because if you don't want me to try and pronounce some of these names.
Oh,
okay?
This is not
Number
good.
2.
Pterosaurus, maybe?
Close. Starts with a P.
Pterosaur, that's the only thing.
That's all you got? Okay. That is
PT.
a pterodactyl. Da bomb.
This is the bomb.
This is the bomb.
I'm
Here we
scared.
go. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Delicious, right?
Yeah. He hadn't kicked in yet, but it's going to. I know. I'm scared. It's going to be like, no, not yet for me.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I'm super scared.
So,
I'm scared.
This question is not to you. I've heard from several people that you have an alter ego.
Oh, no.
So, I have a question. Maybe not a question. Yeah, I'll have a question. What do you think of the wings so far? But I want Ricky to answer this.
I got to get to a dark place for Ricky to come out, man. Like that
Are you feeling that heat now?
Yeah, I'm feeling it now. It's good. It took a minute, though.
Woo! Your eyes are watering up on me.
I know. I'm like scared to touch him, though. Ricky don't like no hot wings. All right. We're going.
All right, here we go.
Mad dog.
The dog that's mad. Oh, I've been doing some research, and I found out there's a man by the name Nick Morrow that played at Greenville University. He is now on the starting defense of the Oakland Raiders. And I heard that every day in practice, you had to match up against him.
He beat up on me, man.
How was that?
Oh.
Did you think he was a legend at the time, or did he just eventually become a legend?
No, he was good at the time.
All right, let's take a bite.
All right, good.
Congrats.
Oh.
Congratulations.
This is not good.
I'll throw that away so I don't go back. Back to Greenville College. For those that don't know, when you join a college for the first time or a university for the first time, they have a thing called NSO.
NSO.
New Student Orientation. Now, you mentioned Chris and Joey earlier.
Yeah.
I was informed on NSO, Chris and Joey got paired up on a canoe trip.
That's right.
That is how they originally met. But I also heard...
But we were roommates before that.
You were roommates
we
before
were
that.
roommates, but we didn't know each other that well.
Okay, so that kind of pushed them a little
Yep.
forward. I heard you had to do a canoe trip. I don't know, how many miles was this?
Oh, it was a long one, I think. It was like 8 miles.
8 miles. So I heard you had to do an 8-mile
Maybe
canoe
that's
trip
not long. I don't know.
with someone named Nick
Gundy.
Gundy, and it was
Shout
surprisingly
out to you, Nick Gundy. If you're watching this, he's not watching.
surprisingly awkward, maybe for you.
A little bit.
Explain why.
Nick Gundy is an interesting fellow.
Really?
Yeah, he is a master musician.
Oh,
Yeah, kind of hard to have a conversation with sometimes. But he's basically a genius.
like Albert Einstein, or like
If
Beethoven?
Albert Einstein was musical, like Beethoven.
Okay, so
Yes.
Beethoven.
Oh yeah, for sure. No
Perfect.
question.
So it was just hard to have a conversation for
8 miles
8 miles.
of canoe.
What we like to do is put a nice little dab of extra sauce on it. You don't have
But
to.
I don't have to.
You don't
right?
have to. You don't have to.
Okay, I probably won't then, guys.
We'll dink this one for the heck of it.
Toast.
Oh, here we go.
To
Last
friendship.
one. And dot wings.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm done for. Oh, I'm so done. This is not good.
Oh, it's not good?
No, that's actually good. A little too sweet for me, but don't touch the eyes.
Don't try. We want you to make the most top-notch, beautifully prepared cup of coffee.
Water's heating up.
Walk me through it.
So here's what we're going to do. You're going to take this coffee. This is a very fresh Ethiopia roast from Black Rabbit Coffee in Hillsboro.
I'm going to wipe my hands off here for you.
All right. So we're putting the fresh water in the kettle. This is going to be heating up while we're grinding the coffee. So if you want to take this black scoop here,
Okay. Open this up.
open that up, stick the scoop in, and get a good scoop out. And we're going to measure that coffee and make sure we've got the
Like a full scoop.
correct amount. Put it into
The grinder.
the grinder. Yep, go ahead and just put it in. We'll just let it go.
All right, let it go.
Yeah, let it grind. All right, so now we're going to take the water. It's at 91s. That should be okay to go ahead and prime our vessel. So we're going to just pour it in the Chemex.
I just pour it in there.
Yep, go ahead and pour it right in the center. And kind of give it some circles around the edge. Yeah, let it go. Let it form the thing. And we're just heating up our glassware this way. That's probably good. Put the coffee in the Chemex.
Shoot. This
And
is
you're
fun.
going to try to pour it out of the
corner?
look. Yep, out of the corner and like just so it goes right in the center.
We want it right down.
Yep, beautiful. All right, so if you would take the kettle,
I really like this thing.
we're brewing. It is.
It
a good
feels
looking-
really
it
nice
is a
in my
nice
hand.
aesthetic. It's heavy. Now, proper
Okay.
form. Hold handle in one hand, other hand on top. Yeah, and just rest it. Yeah,
And
it's
just circle.
Now, here's how we're gonna do this. We have 25 grams of coffee at a 1:14 ratio. Coffee to water. We are going to pour 340 grams of water, starting with a bloom. Now, the bloom is you're going to just get the grounds wet, the grounds of coffee wet, and it's going to take the carbon dioxide out of the coffee before we continue the extraction. So
give it
you're
a
going to
little
do
pour.
50 grams as your first pour, and you're going to do it relatively quickly, but you're going to try to get all of the coffee wet. 50 grams of water.
All right, here we go. You watch the grams.
Watching the grams.
Tell me when to stop.
All right, stop. We're over, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. It's bloom stage. We'll let that bloom and pour nice circles, nice concentric circles. Start out small and then get bigger and then get smaller again. And you're just trying to work the coffee around. And the more you work it, the more you're going to extract. So when you pour cups, don't do that. You can pour one way and then turn it. Pour 2 cups at once. Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Getting it everywhere. All right.
That was beautiful.
Take a sip of that.
Here, let's cheers this.
This is going to be good.
Maybe.
To wings. That's actually good.
That's, yeah.
To hot wings.
No, that's
Satan's prawns.
Satan's bronze.
Dude, this is good. Even after wings, this is fantastic.
I'm enjoying this.
This is fantastic.
Well, Nate, you have about 30 seconds. You can look at any camera you want. You can say whatever you want, plug whatever you want. This is your time to shine.
This is youth camp. Follow Jesus. Follow your joy. That's it.
Beautiful. Bye.